PTC is embedding AI into their solutions to make product data smarter and processes more efficient. The focus, helping users engage with the system, automate human-centric tasks, and drive real business value.
I'm going to switch to the AI side of things. Steve touched a lot about the AI vision overall. For us, there are a few key important points to make. One is we're really focused on improving how you engage with the system. Like the whole idea of semantic information, semantic models, the ontology, the relationships between that, this is what makes Windchill so powerful. So we want to make sure that we can engage in that way with the system and the application to deliver you that insights. And the second thing is augmenting human-centric tasks. Remember, Steve had assist as well as one of those, advise and assist. We want to think about more of those use cases that allow you to get more value in automating certain things. Change management is one of the big areas that we are working on for our next AI-based change agents that Steve was covering as well. But what I want to show you next before I leave is one of the use cases that we have built, which is a parts rationalization, a parts reuse use case using AI. So we heard this whole time from the morning that, if you standardize on parts or components, it has a huge effect not just in engineering, but supply chain, the manufacturing side, the service side, because you're standardizing on those parts. But finding those duplicate parts is always a challenge and has been for a long time. So we're using AI, and not Gen AI, but more machine learning, computer vision to go identify duplicate parts in the system. And we're also leveraging Windchill's change management process for you to go figure out where are those duplicate parts actually used, and can I initiate a change process to go through the process of obsoleting those components, informing suppliers that their parts are not going to be needed anymore. So we kind of incorporated AI not just into finding the duplicate parts, but also initiating the changes. So let me show you what this looks like. So inside of Windchill, you have a duplicate parts search. So this capability is releasing in December of this year, and it will be available for all releases of Windchill that are supported today. So we'll go back to 12.1.2. So it's not just in the latest release using this plugin architecture that Steve talked about. So here, as an administrator, I can set it up to say, go look at all the geometry of all the parts that I have inside of Windchill and use up to 98% of similarity to find the duplicate parts. Once an administrator sets that up, you can come in as an engineer, and you have all kinds of searches, advanced searches, semantic searches, and the next thing here is a duplicate parts search. So you can go in based on the administrator setting this up at 98%, select that, and here you start to see all the parts that are found that look similar. And you can start, this is using AI, and it shows you those are all the different washers that have 98% similarity of geometry between them, and you can start to see all of them show up across the board. You can then compare a couple of them and say, okay, I think I'm going to standardize on this one or not the other one. So you have a lot of tools available to you to check what's similar and what's different among them as well. So this will be part of the experience for you inside of Windchill. And once you have decided, you can do obviously a where used, but you can also initiate a change notice directly from there, and it will add those components to the change notice. So you can start to initiate within your company, how do I go and obsolete this part? How do I go get suppliers notified? So on and so forth. So we wanted to make sure that we got this all the way from identification to initiating the change process as well. This will get even further enhanced, wherein imagine that you were working inside of Creo, and as you start designing, it's actually going to go and find similar parts for you so that you don't spend a lot of time designing based on the work that you've already done in classifying parts and putting them in a Windchill.
With these AI-driven tools, Windchill is helping teams eliminate waste, standardize components, and streamline change management, unlocking new levels of efficiency across the product lifecycle.